Often the key to a successful color or chemical service is a color brush that's in good condition. The bristles are tight and compact. That allows you to, with keratin treatments, not pick up too much product. With color and relaxer surfaces, it allows you to neatly apply it. When you have a brush that is old and fuzzy and the bristles are all puffed up like this, you can often get too much keratin treatment on the brush, makes it hard to apply, or inaccurate application. This is the bane of many a salon owner, especially because they buy the brushes, they're not the ones maintaining them, and then they end up looking like this in really short order. A few weeks ago, I was working on a project with synthetic wigs. And I know I've done a video on this before and was thinking about how you can style synthetic wigs, and often should style synthetic wigs, with steam. Since color brushes bristles are synthetic, it really got me to thinking, maybe I can style the color brushes bristles and revive them. As this is boiling, let's talk about the theory. The reason you style synthetic wigs with a steamer is steam is a guaranteed steady temperature of about 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. So boiling water is going to be just under that temperature, just hot enough to flatten these bristles out, but not melt them. I think that if you were to try to flat iron a color brush, that you might get some really adverse reactions. Stick around till the end of the video, and let's see if maybe I'll sacrifice one of these brushes to the flat iron and we'll compare. If when you're cleaning your color brush, you're mashing it down in the bottom of your bowl, really smushing it around, or you just let it dry all fluffy without smoothing it out, you end up getting something like this. That's very different than this. Believe it or not, this is actually my very first color brush. I got this one while I was in cosmetology school. I put these little grooves here because I used to be a lot more of a messy colorist and my brush would get slippery. But this has survived thousands of colors, probably thousands of relaxers, tons of bleach, and yet it still looks like the bristles basically, for all intents and purposes, look like a brand new brush. And that's because I'm careful with the way that I clean it and let it dry. Whereas this brush, same thing, same model, but it's all, even if I try to smooth it, fluffy. So that's what we're going to try to do, is try to turn this brush back into this one. I figure this will probably be a pretty convenient method. Most salons have a coffee maker or a water kettle to boil water, or even a Keurig. All you need is water that's nearly boiling, and that should be enough to revive the brush. So let's see. I got some other, these are my teaching brushes. I'll save one of these for the flat iron at the end. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Can I take this fluffy brush and turn it flat again and revive the bristles? Here we go. Hey, that's nice. Now this one in particular, I've tried to run it under a hot faucet. I've tried to wash it. I've tried to lay it flat between two towels and let it dry. And nothing I could do would make this brush lay as flat as its counterpart right here. I'm just kind of tapping off the water. Look at that. That is very unfluffy. I don't know. I'm pretty pleased with these results. Let's see if we can't get all of these little guys to follow suit. This is something that I could do in like a batch, like in a dish like this. These are like brand new again. I wonder, now these bristles are hot, I wonder if I can brush it out. So nice. I think that if you were to just throw all of these in like just the sink in the back room, that's like good as new. That's kind of incredible. I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with this. It's something that I thought would work. I was pretty sure it would work. And it's nice to kind of science it out and see that my theory was correct. Now, one of the reasons why it's nice to use a water-based heat like steam or boiling water is that not all synthetic materials, not all synthetic bristles are created equal. So if you were, let's say, to use a flat iron, let me pull an old flat iron out real quick. Turn it up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, about 150 Celsius, and we're gonna see what happens. This is as low as this particular flat iron goes. I pulled one out that nobody cares about. But the nice thing about doing it with water is that you have regulated temperature that's kind of guaranteed not to melt any synthetic fiber. Not all synthetic fibers are created equal. So I can pretty much rest assured that between these three brushes, I have three different synthetic materials. They may be similar, but everybody kind of has their own proprietary blend. These feel really similar. Oh, yep, I knew I had a fourth brush here. These feel a little different than these, feel a little different than these. They're kind of hardest to softest, and then these feel very different. They have a little bit more texture. Even if they're not vastly different materials, little tiny differences can make a big difference. All I can say is that even if this is about to work, it's not guaranteed to work on every color brush, and you might just ruin it beyond repair. Let's check it out. It's not working. It's not melting it, but it's not, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Still fluffy. I could turn it up. But honestly, even if the flat iron works, I can't imagine flat ironing 45 brushes. But I can imagine throwing 45 brushes in the sink, pouring my hot water over them, way faster than the flat iron. I'm honestly kind of shocked at how well this works. Thanks for joining me. If you like this or any of my other videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. And I'll see you soon.